All right, welcome back to the final installment of the top 25 college football players in the SEC for 2009. Number one's a no-brainer. I mean, we're not homers, but he did win a Heisman and a national championship, actually two.
Yeah.
Tim Tebow, of course, could win three.
Second Heisman, a third national.
Well, we're talking about, and let's not even get into whether he's the best player in the SEC. We all know coming into the season he is.
Yeah.
But what it would take for him to be considered the greatest college football player ever.
Like Meyer even said early last year, he is one of the greatest players. He considers him one of the greatest players.
But what would it take to be? Who is the greatest player in your mind?
In college football
history. Mine's still Herschel Walker, the best I ever saw.
Yeah, and when we saw Herschel Walker, it was against Florida. He was phenomenal.
He killed him.
They couldn't stop him.
Well, and the thing is,
those were good Florida defenses.
That guy could have easily won three Heismans, and didn't even play his senior year. So, I mean, you could not. You game plan for him. You couldn't do anything about him. So he is mine right now as we sit here today. But okay, so what does it take for Tebow to be the best of all time?
I predicted earlier this summer in a story that Tebow is not going to lose again at Florida, which means if he stays healthy, Florida's going to run the table. If he gets hurt, I think Florida can lose again.
14-0?
Yeah, I think that if he goes 14-0, he's probably going to win a Heisman.
I don't think they necessarily will lose a game with it, because Johnny Brantley's awfully good. But
I'm just saying Tebow's not going to lose again. I think.
And the interesting thing too, and I was talking with somebody about this the other day, is they want to get Johnny Brantley in there. Is this going to hurt his stats in terms of the Heisman? But I said, well, look, if he goes 13-0, which would mean we won the voting, he's still got as good a chance as anybody to win it. Now, obviously, if Colt McCoy's 13-0, there could be a sentiment to say, hey, Tebow's had his, let's get one for, because the Heisman voting's a joke. It's worse than the voting in Iran, okay? It's terrible. I hate it.
Too many idiots have ballots.
Too many obit writers in Spokane voting for the Heisman. But there'll be a sentiment to vote for McCoy. But certainly, I think if you talk about greatest player of all time, let's just say he does what you said: 14-0, wins a national championship, wins another Heisman,
accounts for like 50
two
Heisman,
touchdowns. One of the only two players ever do that. And I don't know if Archie Griffin's in this discussion. I don't think he is.
No.
But counts for more touchdowns than anybody in the history of the game. Wins 3 national championships in 4 years when it's harder to do it than it was in the 60s, 70s, 80s, because you could build a dynasty. It's hard to build them now. It's going to be hard to argue against him being the greatest to ever play. And you add in the speech, you add in the off-field work, going to prisons.
The way he leads the team, the way he wills his team to do certain things, it's just, he's got all the intangibles to go along with unbelievable talent.
Yeah, and actually a pretty good guy. We've gotten to know him a little bit. I had dinner with him lunch with him out at Birmingham last year at the media days, and funny guy. So it's been a pleasure to cover this guy.
What about his driving skills?
Put your helmet on.
What about his driving skills on a scooter, though? Do you question it?
I question it terribly.
Wear a helmet, Tim.
At one point, I was watching it. I was going this way down University. He's going back the other way up that hill by the golf course, and he was looking behind him. I'm like,
he needs a rear view mirror.
I may have a story here.
Yeah.
I got a scoop. So.
Well, I saw him on the same stretch road going down the hill in a driving rainstorm. No helmet.
Timmy. Come on, Timmy. Come on, man. Anyway, that's our number one player. I know we're not fooling you or surprising you with that. I think everybody.
I mean, here we're talking about him maybe being number one all time.
So it's
an easy pick to make him number one.
But it's a good list. Let's go through it real quick. Tebow, Eric Berry, Julio Jones, Javon Sneed, A.J. Green at your top 5. Brandon Spikes, Greg Hardy, Carlos Dunlap, Saron Black, Antonio Coleman of Auburn, Joe Hayden, Trevor Lindley, Rolando McClain, Rennie Curran, Eric Norwood, Malcolm Shepard, Charles Scott, Micah Johnson, Terrence Cody, John Jerry, Dexter McCluster, Geno Atkins, Javier Arenas, Aaron Hernandez, and Brandon LaFell. I've seen other guys do their top 30s or top 25s, and they're all about the same, jumbled up. These are the premier players in this league, and it's going to be a fun year in the SEC.
It's a great list, a lot of talent. All these are really future NFL picks there
absolutely.
On that page.
Don't forget to go online and see us reveal our staff's top 25 teams as well. That's on Gatorsports.com. Number 1, I guess, comes out now.
Who do you think number 1 will be?
I got a feeling it's the same. It's there's no big mysteries in the preseason this year. It's what you do during the season that matters. So I'm sure the Mighty Gator. I didn't vote on that list, so
I didn't either.
They may be some Vandy fans.
Who did vote on the list?
I think our desk did. Our guys who slave inside don't get to go to Marriott's like I do.
Will they get to come on camera and reveal?
If they want, they're more than welcome to do this. Come on, boys.
They have faces for radio, though. They kind of like we do.
We're issuing you a challenge. Come on, do your little videos. All right, that's going to do it. I'm worn out. We did all these in one day, so I'm going back on vacation. Robbie Andreu, Pat Dooley, Gainesville Sun, former St. Augustine High Yellow Jackets we were, right?
Yeah. B has got to sting.
B's got to sting. All right, we'll see you next time. Who knows where we'll be coming to you next, but probably as practice approaches, Robbie, and it's right around the corner.
Oh, it is.
Also right
Summer
around the
goes by
corner.
fast.
Oh, wait, by the time we've shown this, the Bob Dooley will be over, won't it?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, so never mind.
Trying to get another promo in, aren't you?
I was, yeah. What do you? It's July 11th, but it's probably.
It's not July 11th now.
No, it's not, but it will be when the tournament's being played, and it's going to be unbelievable. Okay, you want to get in next year? Well, I haven't set a date yet. See you guys.